Hello. Hello, hello. Whoops, turn on crisp. Always forget to turn on crisp. Remove the noise. Excellent. Could actually be very useful because it is raining tonight. Hello. How do you like the new coloured trains? Thought we'd better update the graphics since we did all that hard work a couple of weeks ago. Get some better looking trains. You can see the chat over there. It's very modern. It's all happening. Is the stream not muted in the background? Can you not hear me? Are you just looking at my lips move? I don't have myself open in Twitch. You have two tabs open. Excellent. Those type of technical issues I can solve. You did confuse me for a minute there. Hello, welcome everybody. Hello, Scott. Thanks for hanging out again. We are going to solve train collisions tonight. This is the mission, and I think I know how. So that's good. That's an improvement. I think. Well, I'll explain it. In fact, I put together a little graphic to help. So let's do this, where you can now see all of our crazy chatting. And let's go to this view. Here are some trains. So, what we currently have is the situation down here where the train is tracked by a center point. So the middle of the train is on the track, and we trace it around and we give it an angle. And the other possible way to track trains, whoops, wrong one, not that one. The other possible way to track trains is this fella, which is a little bit, you gotta trust me on this a little bit, but essentially if we tracked 2 points and we said, well, 1 point was here and 1 point was here, neither of these are realistic, obviously. This is not a realistic simulation. They're unrealistic in different ways. So this way, we're tracking a center point, which means the wheels would never be where they are. The back of the train here is kind of hanging off the edge, etc. If we track 2 points, then, well, in theory, the back doesn't hang off the train and the front doesn't hang off the track and the front doesn't either. But in practice, of course, that's really hard to do with such small trains and such large, relatively large corners. And what you end up with is the side hangs off the track. Now, in a real train, that's how it works, right? The side can go over the track. So that's fine. But anyway, this is what we're doing. There's a conceptual... So the task for today is avoiding collisions. And the way that I had that at one point was essentially had a point in front of the train, say here. Well, that's just a bad drawing. Let's try something like this. Let's make that bigger. So a point, say here, where the train would look, and essentially that's where it's, focusing its eyes. And you'd say, well, okay, it's going to look there, and if there's a train in whatever cell that point is in. So right now, let's pretend this train is still in this corner track, but the blue point is in the straight track, so it can check for trains that are in front of it. The problem with that is how far ahead do you look? If you don't look far enough ahead, then your trains will collide. Curtis, thank you for following. Hello, welcome. So if you don't look too far ahead, your trains could collide because they can get close to each other. If you look too far ahead, say this far ahead, well, now our problem is our looking point is off the track. And that's bad because it could miss a train in this cell, or it could see a train in this cell that it's never going to I've lost the word. Collide with. It's never going to collide with. So looking at a single point in front of the train, no, bad. Change mind. So the way we sort of really need to do this, I can't delete that, I'm going to delete the train. The way we need to do this is essentially we need to say, right, we want to look let's say, a train length or half a train length in front. We need to follow this point from the front of the train around the track by, half a train length and say, right, we're going to look there. And we need to follow it around corners, right? If the train is here, we want to look half a train length in front. If that means we end up going slightly around the corner, fine. That's what we have to do. We have to follow the track. So logically, it makes sense that tracking 2 points, one at the front, one at the end, makes that easier because we track a point further around the track than the front of our train. But don't forget, I'm really lazy and don't want to change any code. So I want to use the current code we have to track a single point. The fact is we can still do that, right? If I want to track in front of this train and we're tracking the center point, rather than tracking a half train in front, I just track a half train in front because that gets us to the front point, so to about here, somewhere along this line, and then another half train in front of that, and we end up with the same result. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to track our trains around the corner, check the point we get to. If that point is clear, then we're going to come back and move our train however much we want to move them. That's the theory. We'll see if it works. Before I get to that, in case you've just tuned in, this is what we're doing. This is actually, there's also a bug we need to fix because those tracks disappeared. So this is our little game. You click on track, you draw some trains. The tracks work out what kind of layout they should be. That was sort of the first fun, challenging part of this. Drawing the curves was another fun, challenging part. And then what you can do now is you can put trains on the tracks and they go happily around the tracks along their merry way. And all of this is very procedural code. It's all procedurally drawn graphics. It's all done in C#. And there's no game engines or whatever, which is just the way I like to do things. But what we currently have, though, is what you'll see in a second, where trains have no idea what's going on. We started on some collision detection last week, which is what you can see here. They've basically just stopped on top of each other. It's not very effective. So we're going to clean that up. But let's look at this bug. Because what happens is, so that track was saved. That should automatically load, which it does. But if I close this, they're gone. So let's solve a bug first. And what we can do, let's bring up good old file system. Now, where did we store that file? Somewhere in here. Trains.net. So this is our file where we store our tracks. It is 0 kilobytes. This is probably a problem. If we draw some tracks, I believe it gets written every time we draw the tracks. Yep, so at 1 kilobyte. Cool. Close that. So when we reopen this, it's gone to 0. Okay, cool. Let's find out when that happens, shall we? So what are we going to do? We're going to get the ASCII serializer. And it's this serialize method. File system storage. Here we are. Let's see when write tracks is called. So we know this one works. So we'll do this. Now, if I debug this, write tracks essentially shouldn't be called at all because it's only called when you create or erase a track. Let's test that theory. While we wait for Visual Studio to build for the first time, as we always do on this stream. So how you going, chat? Is the emote thingy working on this screen? Yay, look, flying emotes. I thought apparently it was just thinking. Okay, well, we have called write tracks already, and I'm guessing we don't have any tracks yet. Nope. Okay, so where does that happen? Clear all. Oh, haha. That's funny. So before we load the tracks, we clear them. Okay, alright. That makes sense. We do want to do that. I guess we just need to call save at the end here. Um, yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I'm just a silly person who forgot that clearing the tracks would save them. But I can go here and steal this code. Cool. That was easy. Oh, I missed the emote. Did it work? I kind of wish that Twitch chat was like the emotes were you could more easily create a layout in the chat, and then you could see a whole train track zoom around the screen. But I would also have to create the rest of the angled ASCII art for that. I got a bit lazy. Oh my god, look at that! Oh, okay, each one navigates individually. Well, that's not going to make for a valid track, then, is it? That looked cool though. I like that bouncing around. I just have to look over here to see it. Cool. Okay, we fixed a bug. Yay! Look at that. So productive. Fixed track bug. All right, let us do the thing that we were going to do. So, collision detection. What we need to do is find our spot. Oh, it has duplicate detection. I can think I... Can I turn that off? I might be able to turn that off. I thought it was off by default. I'll have to check. Should I check now? No, I won't. It's tempting though. But that's a bit too inside baseball, I think. Where is that movement code? Game loop step. Here we go. Okay. So, what we're doing here is we're saying we want to move some distance. But before we can check if we can move that distance, we want to move that distance plus a half a train to get to the front of the train, plus some amount, a half a train length, let's say, to start with, for the look ahead value. So basically, if I move to this spot, well, do we want to include the distance? Yeah, it's kind of, if I move to this spot, will there be a little bit of a buffer in front of me when I get there? And it's kind of a little bit dodgy in that, like, as this train is... Nice work. Nice work. I still don't know how to do those little... What is that, a pipe? No, it's a finger. So, what? Hang on, I gotta try this. So you get that, do that, and then underscore? Is that what? Okay, this is gonna either work and astound me or embarrass me. And there you go, it didn't work. I really need to learn Twitch. I'm very bad at it. You can do that. Click there, and then no settings. I don't want settings. I don't know what I'm doing. God, there's way too many emotes in Twitch, and my internet is really not wanting to download them. I should stop this because my internet is currently being used to stream. That's probably more important. Anyway. Hey, good morning. Wait, morning? Hello. Never mind. Evening. It's isn't it evening for you too, Mitch? Have you moved? Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Emotes stream. Yes. Well, maybe. Maybe that's a sign of how bad my stream is. Look, 9 p.m. can be morning. We're in quarantine. You can get up whenever you like. This is totally fine. It's always morning. I hope not. Mornings means meetings for me. Meetings and school going on in the other room. And then afternoons means the unproductive time. I don't know how that works. Anyway, well, where were we? Yes, this is a little bit dodgy because we are going to look to see if train A can move before we move train A. But in theory, in that time, train B could have moved into the spot. So there's a kind of a race condition. But it turns out there isn't because it's all inside this loop where whichever train is doing the checking, none of the others are moving. So unless we ever get to multi-threaded parallelized trains, we don't need to worry. And we're definitely not going to worry until we get there. So the time in the morning before anyone else is up, that's the perfect time. Yeah, I'm awake like first in the house, but I'm not up. I don't do anything. I look at Twitter on my phone and I try to remember not to like anything lest people work out that I'm awake, and then I feel bad. So, okay. We need to get a... This... It's annoying that this method is on a train. Why is that? I know I looked at this last week and I forgot. It's because we set... wait a minute. Oh, it's because we do this. Oh, okay. So this can actually come... Potentially this can now... Ooh, okay. Yeah, I refactored this last week, I think, and I made this return the columns, which means some of this can actually now come off the train. Come off the train. It can come off the train. Let's move this over to here. And let's call get to next position for a train. And we'll see if that works. I'm not an early riser until it comes to weekends or road trips. I have never been a person who sleeps in my entire life. In fact, there was one time where it was this weird Sunday. I slept in until like lunchtime, and it was so bizarre that my mother actually let me sleep in, and I skipped like, I don't know, some planned activity that we had on, but it was such a novelty that I was asleep. She was kind of like, let's just see where this goes. I'm a terrible sleeper, but that's all right. I'm a morning person. Okay, so now we're getting the next position for a train. So what we want to do is, if we extract all of this, this is essentially now logic that says, no, wait, we need the while. This is logic that says move this train by this amount. So this is move a train by that distance. Cool. Now what we need to then do, we don't need this anymore, and so this doesn't need to return anything, and let's just, to make this code easier to read. Okay. So if this moves a train, we need to find out if the move was successful somehow. Okay, so when is the move successful? The move is successful here if distance is equal to 0 float. Ooh, I really don't like... Let's go less than or equal to, because floats are weird. Just as you go to sleep. There's a streamer I watch occasionally. Oh, hello, Melor Enigma. I didn't see you up there. I'm going to call you Chris because it's easy to pronounce. Hi, Chris. There's a streamer I watch. He's a Minecraft streamer, but I don't know whether he works during... Yeah, he must work maybe a night or something, but then he streams from like 7:30 p.m. his time to 4 a.m. and then goes to bed. And I mean, if it works for him, fine, but where I'm now, the blinds in the bedroom are terrible, and there's a street light outside. And, I couldn't sleep during the day if I tried. Way too bright. Okay, so this method will move a train, and it will return to us if the move was successful. Move train, return new position instead of modifying the train directory. Yes, I will get to that. Well, actually, no. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna do slightly different. Let me just make sure I haven't broken the game. So returning the new position, it's possible I could make this kind of do something like that, but one fundamental thing of this method, so this loop, the way this loop works is by essentially, excuse me, if you're on the border of two cells and you say, well, hang on, let's demonstrate this with some visual aids. If your train is here and you want to move it to here, if the distance calculation says to move it to here, the loop runs and it says, hey, move me 40 pixels. The code runs and said, well, I can move you 20 pixels, but now you need to move on to the next cell. So then it moves to the next cell, and then it says, right, you've got 20 pixels, go. And it does that. So returning the new train position kind of doesn't work because you need to update the column in order to get what track we're on in order to do the move. So what we need to actually happen, excuse me, is here we essentially want to make a dummy train. Now we need to clone our current train. Then we say, well, if we can move our dummy train, which actually, it's kind of a crash test dummy train, right? So if we can move this distance, now I can't remember exactly. I think distance is a percentage of cell size, essentially. So 1.0 means one full cell. So if we can move this, let's just say, if we can move it twice as far as we need to, well, then we'll move our actual train. So this dummy train is going to move, but it also doesn't really exist, and it's going to get thrown away. That's the theory I'm going for. I hope this works. And I'm going to make these trains are actually just movables. Oh, God, that does not work at all. Okay. Wait, what's on iMovable? Oh, it's read-only. No, there's a set angle method. Okay. All right, let's get this working first. So let's do this. And then we don't actually have a clone method. I guess we can create one. This will be row angle relative equals, oops, start relative left and top. This class could almost just become a movable base class. Kind of doesn't really have anything in it. Front edge distance. Oh. Hey, what? Did I do that? What is front edge distance? Is this for code that I wrote and then got rid of? Yeah, okay. Oh, let's use that. Oh, I think that was for the bounding box thingy. Isn't a dummy just position and col and row? Yes, it is, which is this. Position, col, row, and angle. It still needs the angle to know, where in the track it's coming. So it's a dummy is a full train, but then there's not much to a train, so I don't need that using. So let's go, distance plus train dot front edge. Now that will work. This is checking the row it's at. Yeah, I think this should work. This actually will check for any train in any cell up to the point we get to, which is perfect. This might work, which is odd because it's only 8:57 and that was quick. But let's see. All right, what's the best way to test this? We can do this. No, wait, we can do that. Okay, I'm guessing this doesn't work. Oh, that's interesting. They're all moving a little bit and then stopping. Okay. So my dummy train is the one that's moving. The get movable at is not going to find the dummy train because it's only look at movables. Is the dummy train stopping because it thinks it's going to hit the train that it was cloned from? I think this is going to be annoying to debug because we're going to hit this breakpoint a lot before we before it stops. Actually, you know what? I can make it easier to debug though. I can do this. Let's put a breakpoint there and see when it stops moving. Building. Okay. Oh, yes, alright. Hang on. Let me turn this off. I do not want exceptions. Conditional breakpoints. I don't think you can do a conditional breakpoint that stops on when the method returns false, because I want the breakpoint before the method returns. But we'll see. So that worked. Okay, so let's go to here and have a look. Where is our train? You know what's really annoying? That you can't switch to the app and see it while you're looking at this. But, pro tip, if you just mouse over the taskbar icon and then mouse over the window pop-up, you can see it. It's kind of cheaty. I wonder if I can press print screen now. Oh, look at that. I'm going to take a screenshot of my app. Ta-da! Okay, so here's what the app looks like. So our dummy train is column 6, row 6. That looks about right. Its angle is 0. That's good. And yeah, whatever. We're 0.001 into the cell, halfway down. Okay, so we've just entered this cell. This one right here. Oh, you know what I've just thought of? We could do a visualization, another layer that colors in the cell the train is in and the cell that it's looking into. That would be cool. We should do that. So we've just entered this cell and we're trying to move our dummy. Yeah, I reckon what is happening is this dummy train is trying to move, say, to here, and then it's checking and it's saying, oh no, wait, there's a train in this cell because it's this train. I reckon that's what's happening. And in fact, I'm so confident I'm going to stop the track there, and yeah, well, it found a train, and we only have one train, so therefore it found this train. Cool. There's two ways to solve this. We can give every train a unique ID, or we can just pass in the train that we're really moving. Maybe we should give every train a unique ID just for fun. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And just for even more fun, let's call it unique ID. And it's a, yeah, why not? Set, and it equals good.newgood. Do. And then, how are we doing the equals here? Equals. Cool. So now we, how do we do this? Do we override the operator? I can never remember. Override? Nope. Public, I think it's static. Pool operator equals train. That's clearly not it. Since train redefines equals, it should also, oh, okay, that's fine. Hey, I got it right. So all I can actually do here is go LHS dot unique ID equals RHS dot unique ID. And what are these supposed to be nullable or something? No, it's never used. Well, you're just wrong. Sorry. Let's implement generate missing operators. Yes, look at that. Oh, that's interesting. It implements it in terms of this one. Yeah, let's do this. Whoops. Still not happy though. Provide a method name equals. Oh my god. I should just... Oh dear. Is there a fixer for this? There is, but this one doesn't fill in. See, that's so weird. This one doesn't fill in the thing. Oh, and it has different parameter names. I don't know if that's worthy of filing a bug, but it's tempted. Save and restore on the train. That's an interesting idea. That's actually Yeah, like speculatively move 10 paces and then come back and then actually just move 5 paces. Is dummy. That's just mean, Curtis. I love my trains. Every one of them. This is dummy as in crash test dummy, not dummy as in. I should actually call it crash test dummy. It'll be funnier. Ah. Okay. Back to debugging. Oh, hello. Possible unintended reference comparison. Oh, I do want the value. Wait, but I operate... Yeah, see, I don't know. I really should probably find out how you're supposed to operate. You probably need to override like IAquotable or something. I'm just going to do that. iMovable. Yeah, all right. Yep. Not what I wanted. This one. Unique IDs. Unique ID. There must be something new and interesting we can do with unique IDs. Does only user implementation if it knows they're both train and not iMovable? Oh, that's probably a very good point. Yes, those two things are different types. Hey, my train moves. Alright, so now what I need to do is I need to put a train here at roughly the right time such that we'll have a collision. No, I'm going to put a train here. This is a high degree of difficulty. Now. Oh my god. Oh, that was a thing of beauty. And so if I put a train here, they should just... Oh, that's a little close. That's... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to look to the front of the train. So this would be... This is supposed to be point 8 of a cell from the middle point then, I guess. That's probably about right. Thank you for your celebration. Maybe a little premature, but at least you got to see the little party hat wander around. I'm actually, I kind of, there must be, maybe there's an app. I kind of want to see them on my screen. Like, I have the stream screen over here where I'm pointing that you can't see. But I want to see where the emojis go. I need to know when to like duck. Like, oh, get out of the way. Actually, did anyone notice, did it pop up an alert when Curtis followed? There's supposed to be an alert in the middle of the screen, but I didn't. I think it plays a sound, but I don't know. My speakers are wrong. Anyway, back to trains. Yeah, so that's weird. Why is that so far away? Oh, I went sideways. And that's really close. And now we're stuck. That's kind of odd. Trains.net Twitch integration. The amount of people who have streams where they work on tooling for streams is, I think, surprisingly high. But I kind of get it. Like, I've written quite a few Slack bots over my time. It's like every time you type a Slack message, it's like, can I automate this? I have been tempted, I admit, to write a Twitch bot. Because you can do really cool things like I saw today. So OBS, which is the streaming software, has a WebSocket plugin or whatever. And so you can write a Twitch bot that monitors the chat. And then when something happens in chat, it tells OBS to do something. So you can affect the stream, which is kind of cool. But yeah, like the way all these, like this emoji stuff, like if I just... I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. All of that, the way all of these this floaty thing here, wait, I'm going to catch it. They're all just web pages. So, like, there's just a JavaScript API for Twitch, and there's just a web page that connects to it. So, anyway, all that said, what were we doing? Okay, so that kind of worked, but why was it so oddly variable? Let's do some science. Because there's no random numbers in my stuff. So let's do some science. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Evenly spaced. That looks pretty good. Leave a bit of gap. Okay, that all looks fine. But it also kind of looks like that. Are they in line with each other? They probably are. Ah. Oh. Hey. Oh, that works great. Oh, quick. Show them up. That works so good. They all shuffled through politely. Oh, hello. See, why did this one stop so far away? And obviously, why did this one stop at all? Yes, they did a zipper merge, exactly. These are the best drivers in Melbourne right now. These little trains. They're so polite. Oh, I love them so much. All right, I want to see that again. How do I artificially create this situation? Train. No, train. Oh, I've buggered that up. That one in the middle is going to ruin it for everybody. I'm sorry. Oh, come on. You cannot fit through that gap. You are reckless, sir. Is this one's going to stop again? They are. Okay. Some more debugging. I just want to try this zipper merge again because it was so cute. Hang on. No. Ugh, why does my own code hate me? Draw the thing. Okay. More mouse movements. Oh, too many. There we go. Wait, after you. No, after you. Doctor. Hey, Eli37, welcome back. Hello. Melbourne trains. Yeah, this is totally. Thank you, Chris, as our official Sydney correspondent. Thank you very much. That's gold. I really want to see why these trains aren't moving. And you know what? I think this is the first $10 on bugs in the movement code. Oh, maybe, but I don't think so. I think this is the first train that we put down. So in theory, oh, I'm not debugging. Well, okay, I can attach a debugger. If I attach the debugger, in theory, I should be able to debug this easily because I can just follow the first train and I'm not going to get a billion thing. The trains have skins. Well, they have random colors, yes. But I guess they have skins actually. We did last week. We did these palettes, and so each one of these classes is responsible for drawing a train, or for at least setting the color. So if you're creative and want to come up with a skin for a train, feel free to PR a new class. Loot boxes, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's see now. You know what I need to do? You know what I really want to do, actually? I want to know what color this train is to know which one it is. But the colors are in another class somewhere, so I can't. Yes, thank you for the link, Scott. Yes, feel free to build your own skins. Just add a class to that, and away you go. I tried. I created 2 color schemes last week, and boy, were they terrible. All right, so where are we? We are in column 1, row 3. Okay, that's cool. I think that's our purple train. Our angle is 360. That's interesting. This could be a bug in the movement code. Ooh. This could be a bug in the movement code. Huh. You think I'm too bad for this? Yeah, I mean, I'm bad at colors. The programming skills needed is not hard. Colors should be based on unique ID. Well, yeah, the dictionary now can use unique ID as a tree. I have a feeling there's a bunch of fun things we could actually do with the unique ID now. Actually, one thing that the JavaScript version does is generates random names for the trains, and that could definitely we could definitely do that now. Actually, yeah, because you could do that like in another layer. It doesn't need to be part of the engine itself. That's kind of cool. So let's see what happens if we move this train. So we're moving by 0.85, and our track is right down. That sounds right. So I would expect... Wait a minute. Where's our position? Do I not get a position? What am I doing? I would expect we need to move. So relative top should stay at 0.5 and relative left should... well, I guess it should decrease. Because we should move into column 2. So what ends up happening is distance is 0. We're at the start of a track. That's fine. Our angle looks wrong. And What? Column 2, row 4? Okay, hang on. Hang on a minute. We're in column 3, row 6. Oh, that wasn't the purple train. Damn it. Oh, maybe this one's the first one that came around. Okay, let's test Scott's theory then. If it's train movement code... Ooh. Oh dear. Oh, hello, we found a performance problem. Okay, we need to apply some threading. I'm afraid we need to apply some threading. We are delaying our UI thread and our drawing because we're simulating lots of trains. Actually, threading wouldn't help that, I guess. We probably need to have a pause state. Okay, so if I put a train... Oh, I can't even use it now. Here. If this goes around and stops, then we have a train movement problem. And if it doesn't, we have a train collision problem. Aha! Survey says train collision. But man, that performance sucked too. That was terrible. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to deal with performance for quite a while. Put one train, does it jump? I'm not seeing any jumps. Let me see, what can I do? If I put another train behind it, let's see if that works. If I put a train in... that delay on the mouse click got me. Can you arrange the trains one by one? You know, you can't. We do need to do that, actually. Oh, this really... Okay, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. I mean, at some point this was needed to happen anyway. Let's make the eraser tool possibly erase a train. So, do we have a get? Yeah, we do. Get movable at. All right, so train, not train, thing. God, I hate the name movable. It's terrible. So we'll try to remove a train first. And otherwise, we'll remove a track. I don't actually even think we have a remove train method. No, how do we add? We have an add train method. Okay. Remove movable. God, that's the worst method name in history. I apologize to you all that you're having to watch that. Let me type that name. Where's the add train method? Why is it called an add train method? Oh, it constructs a train. Fair enough. Do I movable? And that should be straightforward. Okay. Now we can remove trains. Let's see. It really did look like as soon as I even added the second train, though, it all went wrong. I wonder... So it went wrong here. I wonder if the dummy train kind of moved in the wrong direction and ended up seeing the one that was behind it. That would be funny. Oh, did you like that 2 little jumps there? I added it too close, so it waited, and then it waited a little bit more. Plus 0.8. Yes, plus 0.8. Does it want to be minus 0.8? Okay, so it's definitely a 2-train problem. And then presumably, if I erase this train... Oh, I've just realized the problem. I don't know which cell this is in, so I might erase it. I think it's in this one. Nope, that was a track. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, it's not going to stop now, is it? Erase that train. Yes. I'm going to add a train at the back. Don't you laugh at me, Curtis. This was your idea. Oh dear. Yeah, no, better hit testing of trains than just a single point. Okay, so now it should be in this track, right? Yeah, okay. Yep. All right, so the purple train can't move because it can see the green train. That's strange, but good to know. What's the best way to debug this? Let's get rid of that. Loving the erase tool. Okay, now we wait for this to happen, and then, yeah, maybe the dummy train is moving the wrong way around the track, although that doesn't make sense because I did copy the angle, and that's the thing that makes it determine the track. All right, so let's see where we are up to. Move train. Move train. Let's do that. Oh, I'm not debugging. Every time. Almost like it keeps turning. Yeah, possibly. Possibly the purple train keeps turning, although that... Oh, hang on. Is it a problem that the algorithm... Moving when you add there. Yes, I just had the same thought. So, well, that... Oh, no. Okay. Oh, that's only 0.8. Oh, 0.05. I was thinking that maybe if the movement code doesn't handle a distance of greater than 1, I would totally see that. But this is 0.85. I mean, I guess that's a higher number than we've ever tried. So, yeah, it could be a bug in the movement code. You just want me to merge your tests, but you didn't even pull request them. You abandoned the pull request. Okay, column 1, row 3. Is that the right train? Which train are we on? Column 1, row 3. What? None of the trains are in column 1, row 3. I'm very confused. What is going on? Do our columns start at -1 now? Oh, okay, no, wait a minute. No, that's right. So if they start at 0, the purple train... Yeah, okay, the purple train is right on the edge of column 3. Yeah, relative left 0.9. All right. And so it's going to move... We're going to ask it to move by quite a lot, really. So we're at the right-hand edge in the middle, facing right, and we're going to move a long way. I did not mean to step into that. Okay, and we are a right down track. Yep. And we're going to move around the corner. Oh boy, this code. Current angle minus point... we could maybe write a test for this. Maybe 0.85 divided by half, angle to move. Yeah, that's quite a long... It's trying to move a long way. Fixing the PR. Oh, yeah. Why did you remove? Why did you abandon the PR again? I forgot. Was it because I think I asked you to? I think I told you to because you fixed too much code. But you know what? I'm willing to declare bankruptcy and say, yeah, that's fine. We are between... No, we're not between there and there. We're not... So move clockwise. Yeah, that's right. We do want to move clockwise. So we're moving quite a way. So our maximum new angle is 6. Oh, you know what? It is a bug in the trade movement code because look at that. So we're trying to move almost pi divided by 2, so almost 90 degrees, which is way too far. But because our current angle is negative almost 90 degrees, which is actually positive, 270 or whatever, this doesn't overflow correctly, I think. Yeah, this we should be in here. We should be in here because now we're going to calculate the distance and say no, we can't go far enough. Whereas what this is actually doing is saying, yeah, no worries, I can move that entire distance in my cell. And then we say, yeah, we've got nothing left to do. Okay, so we need current angle. So is it just that we need to normalize current angle? Oh, I really don't want to touch. I'm going to change this and everything's going to break. Points to angle. There was a helper, right? There was a keep between 0 and 360. Is that degrees or is that... Well, I guess it's called 0 and 360, so let's just do this and just see if it works, because I bet you it doesn't. But so we want to go, so we want to keep within 360, but we need to convert it to degrees first. So rad to degrees. And then we need to convert all of this back to radians. Degrees to radians. Alright, let's just see if this works. What's wrong with this? Can it convert from double to float? Oh man. How much is this going to break? Just that. So math.pi is a double? Okay. I don't care. If only with just keep within 0 and pi 2. Yeah, well. There was at one point, I think. Oh, hang on. I've lost my code. Where was it? Where was I? Down here. Alright, let's just do that. There was, yes. I got confused by the radians. I still am confused in lots of ways. So this is presumably going to break everything. Tests will fail in the distance, sirens, you know. But we'll see. We'll see if the trains move. Oh dear. What? No, I didn't. Didn't I revert the change to that method? Double, 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 double. Yeah. Why is this breaking? What? What? 10 errors. Oh, I'm running the code. You can't build when you're running. Let that be a lesson to you. It was removed at sometimes. Yeah, I think I removed all of them and just said, I'm using degrees. I tried to keep within 0 and 2 pi, but sometimes I ain't free. Oh dear. I didn't exercise today. Do you want to know why I didn't exercise today? It's because when it was time for me to exercise, I was already wearing my slippers. Okay, what's the bet? This is just not going to go around the corner. Oh, no. Grrr. Fix a bug, cause a bug. Well, just caused a bug then. Didn't fix it. Okay, let's just step through it though, because I'm curious. I think it's a valid excuse, yes. It was a very exciting day. It was a very, very exciting afternoon. Lots of things happened. My car got hit by a bus. Yeah. Fortunately, I wasn't in it, and the car was parked, and it just kind of pulled the bumper off. But I don't know. Everyone said to me like, "Oh no, that's terrible." And actually, I think it's great, because if you're going to get hit by someone, like get hit by a huge corporation that pays their insurance bill. And I'm fine. My car will get fixed. I'm not driving anywhere at the moment. Step through all of this. I put the breakpoint on way too early. Around the corner. Okay. So this is negative 1.6. Yes. So that should be negative 90. Wait, near enough to. Negative 95. Yep. Okay. So the negative 95 should end up being somewhere around 270. 264. Makes sense. And so then that is... Ooh. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so then there's a bug in the code here which doesn't handle that movement. So this movement plus 1.7, so 4-point thing plus 1.7. Yeah, so that's over. How far are we over? We're over by 0.03. That doesn't seem like enough. Yeah, there's definitely a bug in the movement code then. Like, we are at the very edge of this track and asking it if we can move almost 90 degrees. Okay, so this maximum new angle parameter is wrong. Our maximum new angle is 360. I think I need my circle again. Where's my circle? I'm just kidding. I don't keep a circle. I'd renew one every time. Here's a circle. Oh, hang on. I can put that on a new layer, and then I can finally do this. Here's a circle. And now I can move. Oh, look up. Hang on. I can move my train. Okay. So we are in the wrong angle. All right, so we're basically horizontal, and we're here at the top of the circle at 265, and we're saying move 90. Yes, our maximum angle here should be 270. It should be, what is it, 3 pi on 2, or, yeah, 3 pi on 2. So at that parameter here, this is wrong. Okay, where does this come from? Let's have some fun. What if we change this? Quick, what's 3 pi on 2? I don't know why I'm asking you. I can't see the chat. Quick, what's 3 pi on 2? Watch for the most amazing estimate in estimates ever. It is 3.14 plus 1.8. 4.94. Is that going to work out? Yeah, that's going to work out fine. 4.6, 4.9. We'll call it in the middle and go 4.75. This is quality programming. Okay, so how far over are we now? Yes, now we're over by almost 90 degrees. That's what I want to see. Excellent. Okay, so where did our max angle come from? 4 points. Hey, I was right. 4.7. Thank you, Curtis. Quick with the calculator. Is there a pi button on this? Oh, I've closed the calculator already. There's probably a pi button on it. So our maximum angle came from maximum angle, which is this one. Okay, the last parameter. So the last parameter to move around the corner from, yeah, one of them. I think it's that one. Move right down. Okay, so this is wrong. I think that parameter should be 270. Let's see if edit and continue works. Curse you, Roslyn. Okay. 270. That kind of makes sense, right? Like it's a little bit more than that. Maybe I'm making stuff up. But I do have tests. You might not have seen me write them in a long time, but I have some. If this doesn't break any tests, I will possibly be happy. I should probably put back. No, so that negative 1.6 is still a problem though, right? Yeah. Yeah, 0 and 360 are duplicates. I'm running the code again. 0 and 60 are duplicates is exactly the problem I have. And I guess, okay, so really it's not that, yeah, so the real problem, it's not that this needs to become necessarily made positive, like I'm doing, which obviously breaks something. It's that this thing here is this naive addition. And really that should be, what is the resulting angle? What is the point on the circle after doing that calculation? And I broke things. Oh, but I knowingly broke things because I did this. So what happens if I get rid of that code and now run the tests? That should not break anything, I think, if my parameter change is right, but it won't fix the bug. So hopefully these pass. Maybe. Come on. You can. Damn it. Left, right, down. Yeah, it is a right down track too. What was it? Expected 3, actual 2. Okay, so It's either one of those two. This is kind of one of the problems with well, I don't know. No, I was going to say the problem with XUnit, but that's not fair. But XUnit in general doesn't like having explanations, right? There's no message parameter like in MSTest, which makes sense. Like what they want is you should have your code be expressive and your test be, and I totally get that, but mine isn't. Yeah, so I have no idea which one of these is because do I even know which test this is? Oh, I do. Okay. Oh, okay. Start angle 270. End column 3. Okay, so this should have ended in column 3, but it's actually ending in column 2. And it's starting in column 2. And its start angle is 270, which is... wait, what? Column 1, 2, 3, row 1. So that's a track that looks like this. We're starting here. Our angle is 270. And we're saying we want to end... we're starting here. And our angle is 270. What? That doesn't make any sense. Does it? Oh, yes, 270 being straight up. Oh, yeah, okay. Wait. The other problem with this is there's two angles. There's train angle and there's the angle in the circle where the train is, and then there's the angle at which the train is drawn. Maybe that's the wrong... No, that is the right angle. Yeah, 270. Yeah, that should end up at 3.1. That's correct. So the test is right. Shouldly tries to give you a nice error message. Yeah, I haven't actually used Shouldly, but it does look nice. I mean that expressive way of saying what you're doing. I think the problem here is like essentially here's some random data that doesn't really mean anything, and then here's a track layout that you have to infer every time, and then we call this assert helper method. So it's like, yeah, I mean it's just bad code. There's no other excuse. Okay, so I don't quite get what is going on. A maximum train angle for a right down track should be 270. Nearly there with the tests. You changed too much code. Oh, you trying to rebase your... I'm sorry. But the march of progress and all that. Okay. Hang on. So this is very confusing. This angle is the maximum angle, but it's not the maximum. Yeah, okay, I know why that's 360. It's because if you're coming from the bottom of track and you go right, that's my left, so I had to think about it for a second, then you end up pointing at 360. Got to make constants for the 2 cents not to make direction dot up. Yes, it is confusing. Well, so what's confusing especially confusing. So if you start at this train, which is 270, which is up, then your train angle is 270, but the angle at which the the line from the center of the circle to your thing is actually, 0. And then you move around to the right, and your angle goes up to, I don't know, because now my lefts and my rights are all backwards. But yeah, so there's two angles involved. Like it is. Oh, I agree. It's horribly confusing. I never want to look at this code again. In fact, I'm kind of thinking, hey Scott, when are you going to start streaming? I'm just going to leave you to do this. No. All right. Let's do this properly. So, okay. There's two things. I think there's two problems though. Definitely, this code here is naive, right? What, you want to stream and just waiting for me to ask? Come on. Oh, I think I worked out NDI actually. Maybe, but then that's just me watching your code. So this to me looks wrong because this angle can be negative 90 degrees or it can be 270 degrees, and both are the same essentially. So I think this either here needs to be more resilient or where it's called needs to be more resilient. But then this maximum angle, like, yeah, this also looks wrong. I have no idea what's going on. Minimum angle. And then what's the max train angle counterclockwise? Yeah, see, there's train angle and angle. That makes sense to me. So the train angle, the maximum train angle is 270, but the maximum angle, 360? No. No, the maximum angle is 270. The maximum train angle is 360. I swear that's wrong. Why did those tests fail? Let's hang on. Whoop, wrong button. Sorry. I was having problems visualizing my tests, and I just realized we don't need to visualize our tests. We can just run our tests in a visual thing. Oh, yes. Oh, this is this thing you wrote. Oh, okay. All right. All right, everybody. Hang on. Firstly, let me just... It works. That was sad. So wait, can you hear that? Because I don't think I've got OBS set up to hear that. I'm just going to wait the 10 seconds for Twitch to catch up now. I'm guessing you can't hear that. And if you tell me you can or can't, I will happily... Is that a no? Is a dinosaur a no? I don't know. You can hear it from... Oh, from your browser. Okay. Right, but you can hear the one you click. But can you hear... Yeah, I guess so you can clear it. Okay, fine. Right, there you go. Vote on my success. Oh, this is scary. What does a... Go away, tracks. What does a write down track do when... I can hear what you click. Yes, I was thinking I needed to pipe the sound out OBS, but it makes sense. So funny that, yeah, so it stopped at exactly the same point. That's annoying. Okay, so that means, so it has to be 360, which means that that parameter is the train angle, but it's not supposed to be the train angle. Yeah, exactly. This is very strange. I could do this with commands actually, because I could hook it up so that you do that, and then we should think about this, Curtis. I can get into your Signal. Oh wait, if I write a Twitch bot that hooks into the Signaler hub that you're using, yeah, that'll work. All right, Curtis, can you just jump on Twitch maybe tomorrow night and just code that up? That'll be good. Thanks. Right, so I've broken trains. Ah, dear. And actually, if you did trigger it from chat, I'd know who was making the sound, which would then inspire you all not to boo me so often. Oh, Razrak. Loving this eraser idea. Okay. So this, for better or worse, this last parameter is a train angle. And I don't think it's supposed to be. I really don't. But it seems like it is. Alright. Let's leave this for now. Because I think that's now. I think we're back to normal, right? And Scott's going to check in or open a pull request with thousands of tests. Now the question is, Scott, are you going to let me fix the bugs for the tests, or are you going to check in the fixes for the tests as well? Yeah. Let's leave this, and we can test our collision code in slightly kinder circumstances. Oh no, I've still got a bug. What did I do? What did I do? Hello, come in. No fixes. That seems mean. Oh, hang on. So that's interesting. I still have a test failure, but I didn't change. The train movement class is now unchanged. Did I change that? No, I didn't. Oh, maybe these tests were not green before. Hang on. Yeah, master build is passing. Awesome looking train colours. Did it run tests? Go away warnings. Where's the tests? This is so weird. Random soundboards. Okay, no, the tests ran. 92 test pass. But now I've somehow broken them. And I haven't changed anything that should affect them. That's a worry. I can't work out if it's funnier if there's just one person making these sounds or if like you're actually kind of trying to communicate with each other. I'm glad I can provide this for you. There are 8 people in here, potentially all of them making sounds. According to Twitch anyway, I don't know whether that's right. I'm going to try to... Oh, hang on. There's I don't know what to do with this information, but so there's a delay on the chat, but there's no delay on the sound effects. Anyway, the cool thing is I can just close the browser and at least I can't hear them, even if you all can. What the... Did that... Why have 3 phones? I don't know what is going on now. I don't trust that. Exactly. Oh, you know what? I've just realized something. Hello, YouTube listeners. I apologize. You can't hear any of these sounds that I'm talking about. And that's a bad thing. Let's do this and do this. There we go. Now you can hear the sounds too. I hope you're happy. Welcome to the craziness. What's the bet now? Everyone just stops. They're all embarrassed. Okay. Right. Going back to this and our collision detection and the serious work that we're trying to do. Jeez. Okay. If we avoid tight corners, I think we'll be okay. And you know what I need? I think we need speed control. Oh, no.
Yes.
There must be a code change that Git window is not showing me. Because that corner type is still broken. And this one's probably going to die too. Yeah. Alright, let's not trust... What happens if we don't trust the Git window? Let's try the command line. No? Okay. That seems fine. Scott has just opened a PR. No promises it will compile. Well, I believe my GitHub Actions will do that. Curtis made that, Mitch. That's totally his thing. It's at least the third soundboard for online meetings that I have seen this week, but it's the first one I've seen with rooms, so it wins in my book. Let's see if this build... Yeah, let's see if the tests pass. I really don't understand why this code is now broken, and yet my trade movement code has not changed. It's really very strange. Very strange. Can't even talk. Excuse me. Making one without rooms on Monday. Yeah, it was at Amy. Amy was making one on Monday. And Oh, who was the other person? Okay, someone else was doing one or was planning on it. Okay, so the eraser tool, that's fine. Yeah, Amy. Um, yeah, it's quite good having Perth people stream. It's convenient for me to watch. How many lines of code so far? Hello, Bismunger. Welcome to the stream. I don't know. That's a good question. I should find out. Allow erasing frames. Oh, wait, that needs code to here too, doesn't it? Oh, I want partial staging. Visual Studio. Hang on, that one. All right. So, GitHub Desktop, if you don't use it, is by far the easiest way to partially stage code because you just click stuff. All right, allow rising trains. What else have we done? We added a unique ID. That's fine. Added a clone method. Let's go with that. Unique through ID. Yep. And okay. So interestingly, now what we have is code that the collision code is now the thing that is stopping that. Because yeah, okay, so it is still no, it's still the same bug. What's happening is we're still looking ahead, but now we're running off the end of the track instead of hitting into another train. But it's still yes, that makes sense. Oh, and I know, and that's right. But if I do a tight corner like this will work because this will go around the corner, get to here. Now, the funny thing is, this works because it goes too far and goes, oh, is there a track there? There is a track there. It's not the one that it needs, but it passes the test, which is kind of hilarious. Okay, so right hand, so by writing collision code, I've broken train movement. Excellent. Let's not commit that. Yes, exactly. This is feeling very sitcom-y. Does GitHub tell me? I'm kind of curious now that you've asked Bismunger about lines of code. Does GitHub tell me 93% C#? Can I click on it for more info? No. Is there an easy way to find lines of code? I mean, it's kind of not a very important measurement, but I'm kind of curious. Lines of code. Let's find out. Insights. My pulse is... Let's not talk about it. Commits. Cool. Code frequency? Yes, I code on Wednesdays. That makes sense. That's just me and Scott, I'm guessing. Oh, I got 4. Hello. Aww. Contributors. Oh, does this tell me how many lines of code each person? Oh, okay, so I can sell, additions. Okay, so 12,000, I've added 12,000. So then it's about 12,000. Or do I minus the 6,000 from the 12,000? It's either 6 or 12,000. I don't know. Never mind. All right, what are we doing? Should we look at this PR? I don't know why I closed Edge. Indeed. This PR is still building. Add all the numbers. So 12,000 plus 6,000? Pretty sure that's not right. Although, I did write them in order to remove them. So. All right, so what is this? This is a bunch of... Oh, game loop step takes a distance now. Oh, wow. And then... Oh, there's something angle to move. Oh, wait, did you remove a parameter or did I remove a parameter? No, you removed a parameter. So you did fix some stuff. I'm really tempted to just merge this because I'm kind of I'm kind of over caring about all this movement stuff, and I just want to write fun features that look cool. Look at all this. Look, 0 and 0.5 and 0, and I don't even know what this means. All right, let's merge it. Why not? I guess I should wait for the build to finish, just in case. Oh no, it failed. Removed a parameter. Fair enough. Okay, so no, you didn't. Where? I can't see. Oh my god, so many failures. Oh my god. Oh my god. 171 test failures. So who wants to look at 171 test failures for the next half an hour? No. Let's not do that. Let's leave that for another day. I fixed a fail build today. Good job, Mitch. Broken for over a month without anyone noticing. I love those. I love those things. You go like, why is this thing? This is. Well, it's like you delete the unused line of code and everything breaks. So, wait a minute. You know what? I like this code we've written. It just doesn't work, but it's not its fault. And I think we can cheat. If I make this smaller, there's a chance this will work. Because it was broken, we ended up with a production issue. Yeah. So wait, hang on. The code had been broken for a month, so the production issue had been around for a month? Because that's what the builder is supposed to warn about us before. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I see. Wait, you fixed... Hang on, I'm trying to work this out. So you had a production issue that no one knew about, or you had a production issue that because you fixed the build, that sent some code up that had another issue? I mean, either way, it's... Yeah. It doesn't sound like fun. I definitely have been in those situations before. All right, go little train, go around the corner. Yay, it works. All right. We knew about the relationship with mid deployment. Nice. I want to see a zipper merge again. That one. After you. No, after you. Oh, that's so cute. Come on. Tell me this isn't the best amateur train simulation game you've ever seen. That was adorable. Cool. I'm going to check this in. Because technically this is working. It just doesn't work in some situations. But if we... I'm sorry, that's really funny. Oh dear. Well, there is a track there. The logic for the game is stands up. Technically correct. Yeah, like those trains aren't too close together. I'm happy with that. There was a crash? What? What do you mean there was a crash? There's no crash. Does that happen with other directions? Yeah, I mean, it should happen with any... Oh, it doesn't. Oh, what? Ooh. Oh, God, they were turning right. Well, that's foolish. Why would they do that? And now the game has crashed. Want to know how the game has crashed? In the other train, it doesn't move. Lots of trains sitting in this section at the same time. Oh, really? They actually have... Well, see, like, you can see there's some overlaps here. Eraser. Are you doing the people clapping? Are you doing... Good idea. This adds another dimension to the stream, that's for sure. I'm not sure it's a dimension I like, but it's definitely a dimension. Trains on different tracks overlapping. Ouch, that sounds bad. Yes, no, so what would have happened there? Let's just put it back and see, because we can still draw tracks even though the trains aren't moving. So what happened there? Okay, no, that makes sense a bit. So the train goes here and it says, hello, is there a track here? And there is. And yeah, there's no check for if the track is connected. That's probably a bug. I should add a test for that. And so this one the train was horizontal. It jumped onto this track, and essentially it said, "Hello, I'm over here," and that's not covered by any tests. And it was horizontal, so it would have jumped into the middle of the track-ish somewhere maybe, and then kept on its merry way. Then when we had the track like this, whoops, not like that, like that. Again, it's all about the angle. And so the tracks determine which direction the train, like, so this track determines which direction the train is going, up or down, based on the angle it's at. There is no case that checks here for 90 degrees. And so I guess the code is just written to say, well, if it's pointing up, go up, otherwise go down. And so we'd happen to go down. I refer back to my previous suggestion of tracks, I'm assuming you meant of tracks, handling this logic. Tracks do handle this logic. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you mean the tracks saying whether they can. Yeah, okay. But they do handle the logic, kind of. I guess the track could hand off the train to the next track. That could work. That might be interesting. Oh, would this mean we could ignore this bug? Probably not. No, this bug would still be there because of the track. This is the bug in how the track knows to hand off. So what would that look like? You would call get next position. Oh, my phone is buzzing. You'd call get next position track.move. So this would have a while loop in here for distance. What was that? Did someone press all of the buttons? So you'd have the loop in here. I'm not sure that. Yeah, I mean, I think that's. You would just have this loop inside the track. I don't think that makes a material difference, but it might work. I guess what we need to say is, yeah, hey, this get track at here doesn't equal null. What this actually needs to be is like track next track, and then if next track doesn't equal null and next track is connected to is connected to. That's probably what it needs to be at a minimum. Is that 2 brackets? That's got to be Scott. What, pressing all the buttons? Yeah, he's probably hacking Curtis's Signaler hub and he's firing off messages. You know, he's gone quiet on chat, so you can tell he's busy. He's doing something. He's up to no good. Is connected to. Don't I have a bunch of is connected methods? I'm going to assume that was Scott applauding me working out what he's doing. Can connect. No, he's connected. Oh, I've got get neighbors. That'll work. Excuse me. So what and track dot get neighbors. Oh no, how do we get neighbors? Is that is neighbors private now? Refresh neighbors, get neighbors. Yeah, so I could call get neighbors and my track needs to be in the neighbors. Yeah, that works. Let's do that. So our next track isn't null and track.get neighbors contains next track. And we just need to know what track neighbors does not contain anything. No, I know. I want to generate one. Why won't you let me generate one? I am confused. Yeah, I want to. Track neighbors. Thank you. Contains. So we want to return left equals other track or right other track. Whoop. actually want to return other track. It's not null and all of that. Otherwise, any one of them being null and passing in null will break the world. Okay. Now are you happy? No, track is not null here. Method name expected. What? If next track isn't null and neighbors contains tracks. Oh, I don't have the and. That better? There we are. Random. It's not random. It's just different every time, just to annoy you. Like this is the for fairness. Um, I usually go left, right. Oh well, left, right, down, left. Yeah, well, there's a bug. There's a 2-time left check. Yep, no up check. Thank you. Ah, no, go away. Stop. I pressed the wrong button. Thank you, Mag252. I think I normally go left, right, up, down. So let's do that. Except for this one where I went up, down, right, left. I'm sorry, Curtis. I apologize. Not a lot, but a little bit. I apologize. Ever so slightly. Okay, let's see if that fixed that bug at least. We can fix some bugs, even if most of our code is crap and 171 tests failed. Has literally never down, left, right, up, down. Maybe. So we want to do that, and I found a bug, guys. Definitely found a bug. Okay, what? Where are we? So next track is there. All right. We'll do a thing. Build. Drain. Go. All right. So we. Oh, what's the bet that if other track is the same as track? Yeah, because we might not have moved. So that's 3, 8, and then next track. Oh no, it's 4, 8. Huh. And that has an extra bracket. Next track is 4, 8, and track is 4, 8. Yeah, okay. That's the problem. Ah, dear, this if statement is getting way too long. So now it's if next track isn't null, and track equals next track, or, and now we need more brackets. Whoops. This is, I do not like this. Sam I am. I do not like that if statement. But, I mean, I guess I could just convert it into a bunch of guard clauses or something, or extract a method. Yes. Alright. We fixed a bug. That's great. Oh, does it stop this now? Because is this going to see this track again and then stop? Nope. Okay, cool. We're not looking too far ahead. So that works. Most importantly, does our zipper merge still work? Because that's the best thing in the world. Yeah, they're a little close, but it's forgivable. They're polite trains, but not too polite. Missed. Now. Whoa, crashed it again. What happened to that global error handler I was going to have? You know what I need? I need this. And yeah, let's go with that. Start with that and see what happens. Of course, now I'm going to try and test the throwing of an exception, which I can't do because if it works, I won't know when the exception has been thrown. Oh, I guess no, one train will stop. They were polite. Very good. Polite. Very good. Interesting that it blew up last time when I added a track on a corner, but now it's not. Yeah, they're a little close when it's around the corner, but you know what? That'll be fine. And now we cease the world. Cool. And this should now unlock everything. Oh, I love it. I love it when that happens. But it could probably pause the train, and it could probably, lighten up a bit on the game loop. I think maybe the game loop. Well, no, the trains look smooth, so the game loop's probably a decent interval. Ooh, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it when it moves a tiny bit in the gap there. Um, but yeah, that performance problem we had earlier, can't put that off. Whoops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can't put that off forever because that was definitely annoying. And I guess it's just the number of trains. Yeah, like this is now noticeably slower because it's missing. Yeah, that's probably possible to change with a threading thing. Like we don't. Well, if we're drawing on the UI thread, I get we probably need to draw on the UI thread, but maybe we don't. Maybe we can. So actually, well, let's just have a look. Actually, breakpoint here, and where's our render thread? It's in. It's in somewhere. It's in here. Isn't it? No. Main page. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we're drawing on the UI thread. That makes sense. We kind of have to. Let's just see if our train movement is happening on the UI thread, because that I don't want to. Out of interest, line 95 of train movement.cs, change it to that. That looks awfully similar to what I was changing it to, but maybe one of the other parameters is different. I just want to quickly look at this. Are we on the UI thread? No, we're not. Okay, that's good. So we're not doing movement on the UI thread, but definitely drawing is a lot slower. Anyway, okay, train movement.cs, line 95. -1, -45, -180, Yeah, this is the one I had at this, and this is what makes the tests fail. I think it broke the train movement. But yeah, this was my first guess. That 270 feels right, but I think there might be confusion, maybe, about whether. Oh, 225. Okay, thank you. Really? Well, 225. Yeah, that makes sense. That 225 makes more sense. It's 225 everywhere. Maybe that's simple typo. Absolutely. That's what every week should be. I mean, if you all weren't watching and chatting, I would not be here. Well, maybe. Um, Interestingly, I don't feel. Oh, I'm running the code again. I don't feel like those are the bugs we had, but maybe. Because isn't that just the one that tells it which way around the corner it's going? It wasn't jumping. Oh no, that's max train angle. No, actually, you could be right. So now I need to put back the bigger look ahead, don't I? Yeah, okay. This isn't going to break at the moment. To the test pass. I still don't know why they failed, so I kind of don't expect them to pass. I have a feeling these are running off very old DLLs or something. We need to delete the bin directory or obj directory and log a bug. What are we on now? 16.6 preview 4. Very exciting. I have contributed no code to this. Well, the test pass. That's a good step. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Go back to 0.85. No, 0.8. Even with that change, right tail in the full test suite. Yeah, I think right down's, I don't know. This will work because it sees the other track. Nope, it fail. It fail. But yeah, 270 feels right to me. We will have to investigate. But I think we're going to investigate some other time because that works. And if I put train, where are we? Look ahead down a bit. That works as well. So, alright. What else do we want to do in the 15 minutes before I fall asleep? Is anyone good at diagnosing LDAP SSL issues? Yes, Mitch, but they're not going to admit to it, and you know it. God, I remember the world of bind and user bind and... Ugh. But no, I never had SSL issues. I kind of want to do the color the square thing. I think that would be fun and informative, but at the moment it's going to be pretty boring because we're not looking very far ahead. I kind of want to do train speed because then I could do this and increase the speed of the blue train and it would all be wonderful. But that's really hard because I need to do some more UI for that. Long days are prophesied. Yes. Why can't we all just get along? If we all just agree to be nice to each other, we don't need LDAP. I love this. I could watch this all day. Just they're so polite. But I really want this to be a figure eight, and you can't do a figure eight. Yeah. All right. I think that's going to have to be good enough for now. I think that's definitely increased my enjoyment because everyone is so... But look at these polite trains just waiting patiently. And then, excuse me, sir. Oh, you're right. Sorry, I'm in the wrong track. Everything goes. It's so good. And they don't even fall off the end of the track anymore, which was kind of like the most obvious bug there was. See, just stops nicely. Oh no, we're in the performance problems. Anyway, cool. All right, I am checking her in. Do I want? I can't remember what I want here. Yeah, 225 looks right anyway. Cool. Let's go. Better collision detection. F1 plays. Nice. That's fantastic. That's exactly what I was hoping to get tonight. And other than if you ignore the bit at the start where, I said, oh, we're finished and it's only 8:57. Well, now it's an hour and a half after that. And yeah, there's a few bugs. But the tests pass. Excuse me. How's your PR going, Scott? That wasn't a joke. Jeez. Oh, no, wait. No, we're not expecting this to build, are we? That's right. It has 171 test failures, but we know that because that's its point, is tests are fine to merge. He says, ha, there's conflicts. Ha. Just when you thought you'd finished, I ruined it all for you. Wait, resolve conflicts? Can I do this in... Oh my god. Hey, this is new. What? Distance equals step distance. Oh, that's a parameter. Okay. So that goes there. And then we just manually remove... No, wait, we still want that. And... Oh, I've lost it. My new try catch block. Yeah, I don't know if I'll... distance plus... Oh, wait. Is this... Yeah, that's right. Distance. Okay, I think that's right. We clone the train. Yeah, okay. Do we need that? No, we don't do that. Let's get rid of this. Excuse me while I cough. Cool. Now submit. Submit to my will. Move the train. Substance plus one. Yeah. Oh god, there's more. Wait, that needs to go. This is really hard without proper syntax highlighting. I should just let Scott do this. Gamelet steps, that's the one that does that, that does that. Cool. Just to confuse Git, I want that up here. Just got nothing to do with anything. Does this need to be public? Oh, for the tests. Alright, is that it? Nope. Whoa. That's the end of it. Oh god. I've never been more nervous. Okay, cool. I'm done. How do I... Hello, where's the save? They're gone, right? Yeah. Mark has resolved. Commit merge. Cool. Wait, did that just commit it to your branch, Scott? Surely I don't have permissions to do that. That's interesting. I can merge into your branch. I think I tried that manually and it didn't work. Anyway. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to... I'm happy with that. Permissions, maybe I didn't before. I'm happy with this. I think this plays very nicely. Yeah, it would be good to solve all those bugs. It would be good to look a bit further ahead. But this works. And I think... Yeah, I think the next thing to do would be something a bit more fun with speed. Which is one of two possibilities. Either some kind of speed control, like UI over here, or maybe as a real challenge, we could do the Mario Kart-esque speed up track. So going over the track increases the speed of the train. Or maybe just move. Maybe I guess to start with, would have if we had a track that moves the train faster just along that track, but the speed goes back to normal. I think that'd be fun, and would make this a bit more dynamic. Like this, you know, it's kind of boring, right? Like they're just going around like little ants, and they're adorable little ants. Whoops, they're adorable and they're very polite little ants, but they are just doing not much. So yeah, something like that might be a bit of fun. Or maybe some speed controls or like, yeah, play pause. I also need to fix up these buttons because they're ugly as sin. And I really should merge in the latest or use the dev packages of Comet because this WPF bug still annoys me. But all in all, it's looking pretty good. Only at every second level of cell size though, otherwise the tracks look thin. One day I want to fix up this as well because when you add more corner planks, I want them to move. But anyway. Cool. But yeah, I think that's it for tonight. So thank you everybody for hanging out. That was good fun. Have some more trains. Do you like how the green ones just up here are they're picked up by the chroma key and they're made transparent? They're like space trains now. We need space trains. But thank you for hanging out. Hope you they're like race cars. Yeah, well, whoa, the whole chat just disappeared. Okay, I got some work to do on those stream elements things, but anyway, Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone, and hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed those sound effects, YouTube, and just so everybody knows, they can no longer hear them, so stop pressing the button. Um, I don't know if they'll be back next week. I'll think about that. But it's certainly a fun tool, so thank you, Curtis, for writing it and sharing it. And yeah, catch you all later.